But hey man, we are back after a long hiatus. I had to deal with a big ass move, and I'm still kind of dealing with the aftermath of the move. So welcome to the sports portal. How y'all doing? How you doing, my brother?
I'm I'm good, baby. It's great to hear you, man. It's great to be back out here.
Man, since we last recorded, as a matter of fact, I don't even know what we talked about last time. It was part of the Lakers, but a lot has happened since our last recording. We had the NBA Finals, we had the NBA Draft, some NFL transactions has happened. So what you want to start with first?
You know what? Let's start off with the latest thing, and that's this NBA draft that just happened, man. Because of course it's dealing with my Lakers, and everybody upset about this 55th pick, and that's got to be the top news right now, man.
Yes, this is like one of the most polarizing 55th picks in the second round in NBA history.
Exactly.
So, do you think that the Lakers have lost out on getting like the best available player for their team, or they were just doing LeBron a favor?
Look, I feel like, of course, they did LeBron a favor to be the first father and son duo in the NBA. I love that for the Hollywood attraction, for the media attraction, to get people in the seat. We know that. But at 55, I don't know that there's somebody that you really could have drafted that would have made a real big impact on the Lakers. You
Yeah,
kind
that's
of see what
true.
I'm saying?
That's true. Okay, I won't say that the Lakers wasted a pick because I mean they already had their sights in Tim Brady. As a matter of fact, Rich Paul kept telling teams, do not draft them. If you draft them, we're going to send them to Australia. So, but
Right.
I don't think anybody was really looking at him that closely. I mean, I could picture like a team just draft them just to hold them hostage so for like a future trade transaction just to be an asshole.
Hey, a future first round. Yeah.
Hey, if y'all want them that bad, I want a first rounder.
Hmm.
Because I was thinking, well, actually, I heard this from Paul Pierce on Undisputed. Because he was like, man, like the Celtics should draft him at the end of the first
But the
round.
Celtics got the draft pick right before him, right before the Lakers. Yeah.
Well, that was in the second round, but Paul Pierce was saying they should just draft them in the first round because Celtics drafted last, I believe. So he was just saying
Right.
draft
They didn't.
draft them in the first round, and then just use them as a pawn for like on trade bait with the Lakers. I thought it was a good point.
Yeah, but like you and I both know that Pierce more or less trolling LeBron and just being an asshole.
And that's why Pierce is there to literally troll LeBron throughout the whole segment.
Right.
And his banter with Keyshawn Johnson. I mean, it's good TV actually. I mean, I like listening to them when they're talking about the Lakers. And as far as First Take, I still watch First Take. Between Stephen A. and whoever else is on there. What if it's Bad Dog Russo, Brian Windhorst, Jay Williams. So I mean, sports talk is yeah, man. Sports talk is nice, man.
Yeah. Yeah. We just to put a little point on that. Most of these guys out here, I don't mind listening to any of them. I used to work the fond of Nick Wright, but I listen to him. I mean, he keep it. You know what I'm saying? He keep me interested, no matter what. If I agree, if I disagree, I even like they show with Christmas Spot and all.
Yeah, Nick Wright. He's kind of a mixed bag to me. I mean, he could get very analytical, very intellectual, but he's just too much of a LeBron sexual. I just can't get past that. Like anything and everything.
And Mahomes sexual.
Yes,
Both of them.
yes. But
I
Mahomes
mean,
is
and I
actually winning
respect it,
though.
but but I
Mahomes is winning
mean,
Super Bowl,
do
so
you
I can understand why he's going to be pro Mahomes. But LeBron haven't won a championship since what 2020. But we all know that championship was kind of an asterisk. But they won the championship. So, but like everybody keeps saying that as long as you got LeBron on your team, that gives you a chance to win the NBA championship. But history has showed us just because he make it to the finals is not a foregone conclusion that he's going to win. He's 4 and 6.
yeah,
So
boy,
like why do people get so gets so like dumbed down when it comes to okay, if LeBron is on your team, then he gives you a chance. I mean, I totally get it, but it's like the deck has to be stacked in order for him to even have a chance. Like he posts all this good talent from other teams just so that he can make it seem like oh it was all me. That's why we made it to the finals because it was all me. So I just don't get it, man.
So you know what? I believe it or not, I agree with you. You know, he plays for the Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not a LeBron fan.
Hmm.
But I I do understand. I get tired of he the greatest player of all time. Now he honestly between Jordan and Kobe, I gotta say he's in shape. Like at his age to be the type of player he is still I give him the longevity feel every time between Jordan and Kobe. But like I told you, and I mean you can talk about this offline and everything. Like Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, no one can say it's fear stuff. They fear Kobe toward towards Achilles. He went back on the court. The Golden State Warriors were scared. They thought he like Steph thought he was gonna shoot free throws and keep playing the game. And they knew what was wrong with him.
Hmm.
That's my thing. I'm like, they put Michael Jordan, you know they put fear in people. I listen to some of the old players talk on podcasts now. They were literally scared of LeBron, they seem like they're more friends with him. And I mean, I guess it's because of the AAU and all that, but it's not more like they fear him. Matter of fact, he brings the best out of a lot of people. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but then they show you that they feel like, oh, I can beat LeBron. I'm, some people knew, man, Jordan coming in the gym tonight, Kobe coming in the gym tonight. We in for a long fucking night. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of Achilles, it's amazing how much like the medical industry has evolved because Kobe tore his. Well, I want to say at 2014, and he was never the same afterwards, right? KD tore his
Yeah,
Achilles in the finals in 2019. It took him 2 years to kind of bounce back, but KD is back. Look
KD
at
is back.
look at Cam
Yeah,
Akers from the Rams. He tore his Achilles early in the year. He came back that same year and played in the Super Bowl against the Bengals.
he played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so like, yes, LeBron has that longevity in his favor because of nutrition, exercise, routines, and techniques. I get it. Some people have insinuated, as far as that UFC fighter, how him and LeBron got the same doctor. So
Uh
it's
huh.
amazing how he said that on actually a big platform. He said it on Flagrant too. That's Andrew Schultz's platform. Andrew Schultz got, I want to say, at least 1 million subscribers. He's up and coming
Uh huh.
comedian. He's a good podcaster. He said it on a big platform, but the networks they ignored it. They act like it never existed. So it tells me that there's a there in regards to performing enhancing drugs on LeBron James. So that's just me.
You don't preach that to the day he passed away. You don't preach that for a long time. That performance enhancement. That's your go to card. Look, it might be your last card you pull, but it's the card that you have.
I have two cards when it comes to the old GOAT debate. 6-0, LeBron's on steroids. That's all I need. As a matter of fact, this ain't no Mandela effect. This ain't no, oh man, I think I heard this somewhere, but I can't pinpoint where I heard it from. I can give you the actual clip where this fighter has said, hey, my doctor and LeBron's doctor, they're the same, person. So Bron gets his drugs from my doctor. So like, dude, that is a big story. I mean, baseball, yes, it's the what you call it? It's the like well, it used to be America's pastime, and it's the good old boys club as far as that whole traditional old school mentality. I mean,
Correct.
if baseball took it so serious that they was willing to keep Barry Bonds out of the Hall of Fame, Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire, Rafael Palmeiro, they kept him out of the Hall of Fame.
Sammy Sosa, Alex Rodriguez, yeah.
Right, that stuff went to Congress. So it was a lot of It was a lot of back and forth. There was a lot of media coverage in regards to steroid use, even an accusation of steroid use. But we got a fighter who's a mainstream fighter. I mean, he is part of the media, and to say that out loud, and ESPN, Fox Sports One, they don't want to touch it. So it kind of lets me know that that's a there.
Nobody talks about it. Everybody heard what he said. People stayed away from that though, didn't they?
Yeah, and also KG said something like, "Oh man, Bron is on that new juice, so that he on that new Balco." KG said on his platform,
Yeah.
and they still ignored it. I mean, only one show had mentioned it. I think it was the Odd Couple with Chris Broussard and Rob Parker. I think they briefly touched on it, but other than that, every national platform that talks sports, especially about the Lakers, they chose to ignore that story.
Yeah, ESPN stayed away from that.
Yeah, of course. Yes. I
They
mean,
stayed away from it too.
half the personalities is probably represented by Clutch Sports. I mean, and that within itself, that's a conflict of interest. Like, how does Clutch Sports represent active participants of the media? They get to
Yeah.
dictate what players go to what team. Like that, yeah, this is crazy. Like this is why Adam Silver has been a detriment to the NBA. I wish David Stern was still running the NBA right now because none of this shit would fly. None of this shit would fly.
Okay, I was playing for a guy at my job. I would say, you would say LeBron running things, like you just said, Clutch Sports. That's who's running things right now. That's who's running the NBA for me, like you said.
And honestly, I don't get it. As a GM of a team, why are they letting Clutch Sports run shit around the NBA? Because it's not like LeBron is in his late 20s, early 30s. Like LeBron he's on his way out the door. Like, why do they fear Clutch Sports like that?
I don't, it's always a great. I always think of. Well, do you remember right offhand? I can't think of Michael Jordan's agent,
David Falk.
David Falk. Remember how he kind of had a cornerstone on the market for a minute back in his day?
I understand that podcasts and 24-hour sports talk coverage wasn't available back in that day, but it's not like he kind of sought the spotlight. He just did his job and that was it. I mean, you really actually it took me a long time to even like seeing his picture. I didn't even know how he looked.
Yeah, I knew how he looked and everything. I get you, but he still had that cornerstone for a while. All his clients got their say.
No, but what's different was that like his clients were like spread out throughout the whole NBA instead of trying to finagle players to like be on certain teams just to help like the big fish win championships. It wasn't like that.
Well, yeah, what I was saying, like his players back then, it was more or less, he making sure they make their money because he want to get his percentage, and people were paying his clients. Now, like you said, it almost seems like Clutch is really trying to monopolize, and not only monopolize get the players, but then like you said, monopolize where they're going, what they want. And I mean, that's what an agent you want them to do.
Yes, but what's different with Rich Paul is that like he probably got to thinking that like rising tides lift all boats. So as long as he constantly prop up LeBron just to make sure that he wins championships, every single year, then that's going to prop up all the other clients. I don't believe that because if LeBron James wins championships, I mean, I don't think that helps out the rest of the players that's under his watch. Everything's about LeBron. So, I don't think that, the David Falk was on that because it was like a long time in which like even Patrick Ewing was making more money than Michael Jordan on the court.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So I don't think that, David Falk was like, oh man, like um these five players that I'm representing, I want them to like play for the Bulls so that could make Michael have the best chance to win the championships. Yes, I understand that Michael winning championships, that was good for business. I get that, but I don't think that he was trying to.
Well, Mike played with what he got. You know what I'm saying? Whoever
That's a
And
different
that's the thing
mentality.
about the Lakers. But that's the thing about the Lakers. I can't let, and like I said, I know Rob Pelinka signed his son, and like I said, I I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna give you that, I'm gonna give you that. But dude, you got honestly, one of the top, I say top five players all time in LeBron, but you still have your organization to run. You can let him run the organization and the team and everything. It seems like it's always his say. And believe it or not, he's like I say top five player. But guess what? He's not gonna be in the NBA forever. But the Lakers will be.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna always be a Lakers, and you gotta look for when he leaves.
Now we all know that LeBron was never going to leave LA. He was never going to leave. So why did you have to pay him a max deal? Why? You know that he's not leaving. Instead of paying him $50 million and drafting his son, they could have just paid him 40, right? 35.
I
You didn't have to
look.
max him out because there was no threat of him leaving the Lakers. He's comfortable with the Lakers. They drafted his
He
son.
wasn't going. He wasn't going anywhere. Right.
Right. So there was no need for them to pay him the max. So if you want to play like a game of chicken, offer him $35 million a year. See if he'll leave then. Because I don't think he would have left.
I don't think he would have left. But it's like, why you don't want to play hardball? What they always say, this is still a business.
Right. It's a right. And plus the Lakers are a mom and pop business. So it was no need in maxing out LeBron because, like, to me, if it's all about winning championships, then one, you don't draft Bronny in the second round, and two, you don't give LeBron the max. Because if you want to win championships, you got to leave some room on the table to sign bigger names. And plus, they still want to offload D'Lo eventually. That's a big contract. But if
So
it's
let
about
me ask
winning
you,
championships, then yes, you don't do those two things off the bat, and
okay,
and you don't
go
fire
ahead.
Darvin Ham because you won the in season tournament. You made it to the Western Conference Finals under his watch. So
And that's almost as confusing as firing Griffin in Milwaukee to me. Darvin Ham, this is his first job, and look what he did. Look what he accomplished. That wasn't all you, LeBron.
yeah.
And just because y'all didn't, but see, I heard things and whispers like Darvin Ham didn't want to draft Bronny and things of that nature. And like they say, Darvin Ham really felt like LeBron was spoiled.
Oh, okay.
They what's his name? The coach for Houston used to be the coach for Boston.
Ime Udoka.
Udoka, yeah. You know how he had words with LeBron last season, and he felt the same way. Like LeBron really soft and just get his way. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not like you hate this. People talk about Michael Jordan all the time, but you knew what he was doing. And I'm not, like I say, I'm gonna keep stressing LeBron not the scrub player. But it's like he loses a lot of credit with the flops. Like you say, there were a couple of championships you done made it to the championship, you just didn't finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to finish the deal. I mean, you don't get credit just for making it to the finals. You got to finish the deal. Because I always say this joke about how, as a single man, do you want to go to the Caribbean on a gas trip and hit 6 for 6? Or do you want to go to the Caribbean 10 times and only hit something 4 times? Which trips would you rather have fun with? Would you rather go with Michael Jordan and hit some talent 6 out of 6 times? Or do you want to go on LeBron's camp and like hit some talent 4 out of 10 times? Which time you gonna
Uh,
have fun better?
I'm gonna have fun with the six. Because every year I went there. Every year I went there, I know what you say? I'm hitting a good talent.
Right, you go hit some good talent, right?
One time he was like, I enjoyed it, but I've been out here 10 times, and 6 of these times I came up short.
Right. I mean,
And no matter what, huh?
it's only so many excursions and snorkeling that you can do. Like eventually, if it's a gas trip, You want to hit us some talent.
Exactly.
So that's the best way I can illustrate it. As far as like people want to give LeBron extra credit, but like no, once you get there, you got to finish it. I mean, that's how
And
legends
that
are made.
and that's why I would take the 5 out of 7 with Kobe.
Now with Kobe, Kobe probably tell you like, oh man, I was just out in the Caribbean just to kind of like get my body ready for the season, because I had to be in that heat and train in the sand and this and that. So yeah, I understand why Kobe, why he would make that argument, but as far as LeBron,
Right.
like right, they just want credit just for being out there, and I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that neither. I really don't. But so let's piggyback on this Lakers situation some more today because we're definitely there. We're definitely in the Lakers swimming pool. Why does it seem like any free agents want to go to LA?
Well, it's
I
what
said that in the midst of DeMar DeRozan now. He just got signed with Sacramento. Clay Thompson didn't choose. His father obviously said he was a little upset with that.
I mean, honestly,
He didn't want.
it is unfortunate what the Lakers are going through right now, but at the same time, Kobe he was going through this as well towards his end of the road with the Lakers because free agents didn't want to come there. So, but it's more that agent superstar, and everything is being catered around him. And for the life of me, I still don't know why they won't prioritize Anthony Davis because I mean, offensively and defensively, two-way player. I mean, he is their best player. But LeBron, he's just a
Yeah,
stat pattern,
when he's
and
healthy, he's hands down. Believe it or not, if he's healthy and he surprised us last year, with him being healthy, he's the best player on that team.
yes,
Hands down.
yes. I mean, even during the championship year, AD led everything except for assists.
Yeah,
Because Bron led the league in assists that year, but AD he was the best player on
right.
on,
I
on that
remember.
team.
Yeah,
And actually watching the finals, like I can tell that Bron was going for that MVP. So he would just shooting all the balls
he was.
and front running.
Remember, Anthony Davis the one hit the game winner against Denver
That was against
in the
Denver.
bubble.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Even when they up big, Bron is still in the game, just filling up the stat sheet. So, but yeah, I mean, honestly, I thought AD should have won MVP as far as in the finals
yeah,
because they had no answer for AD at all. I mean, because Bam he got hurt in the first game. Georges got hurt literally in the first quarter of the first game. So it was pretty much like an easy, smooth, lane to winning the NBA Finals. I mean, I'm shocked that Miami even pushed them to 6 games.
yeah. That should have been a gentleman's sweep at the least. That's
Right,
what you know.
right, exactly. So,
So,
but
like I said, it's just having that older star, and people just don't want to go there. They know he's going to be the one that's being catered to. And
yeah, yeah.
like you said, LeBron really made all his teams like that.
I mean,
You know,
because
he like you said, he the type of player he picks his teammates. By mid season, he got to find who he want to get rid of, and people don't want to have to play like that. You know what I'm saying?
remember, D'Lo was playing like shit prior to the trade deadline, and once that kind of passed, then he started balling out because that wasn't on his mind as far as like being on the trade block. He
Exactly,
played more loose,
exactly,
and also like
exactly.
a few years ago, KD stated how playing for LeBron James teams is very toxic because like the media they just make everything out to be everybody else's fault except LeBron's fault.
Except LeBron,
Right.
right?
So yeah, as a big free agent, yeah, that's part of the reason why people just kind of like avoid, especially like the Lakers. They are a big fishbowl team, so all eyes gonna be on them. They gonna have all the coverage. If the team is struggling, people gonna be wondering, oh, why is this player not helping out LeBron more or this and that? So yeah, this is the reason why free agents don't want to come there. I mean, actually, Clay Thompson mentioned how he didn't want to trade in one big fishbowl for another fishbowl, and I kind of understand.
Well, you don't feel like Dallas is like that.
No, not at the same scale as the Lakers. It's not even
Okay, maybe not
close.
the same Yeah, okay, maybe not the same scale, but he's still the third best player. You would have been the third best player on either team.
Yeah, but I like his situation with Dallas because they're slightly a younger team. You know, Luka's not even 30 yet. Kyrie, he's what, 32, 33. So they got like a lot of basketball left in the tank. But going to LA, you got to hope that everything falls in line like last year as far as like the health of both AD and Bron. They played, I think, 90% of the games. And that was shocking. Plus, you got to
Yeah,
hope that D'Lo still balls out. You still got to hope that, you know, with like enough tape out on Austin Reeves, like can he replicate his first couple years? I mean, he started out slow because he was trying to find himself and doing his rookie year, but he exploded last year. You know, he was probably that third best player or some nice fourth best player, depending on D'Lo.
the deal, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So, but yeah, like the Lakers' success is really predicated on the health of both AD and Bron. So yeah, I can't see them, you know, 2 straight years playing 90% of the regular season games.
yeah. I'll give you that. I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
Yep. So, but yeah, man. I mean, we got other topics, but we could probably put a pin on this one for now, just to kind of
Yeah,
get back
we
to
here
the
to do the
swing of
LA day.
things.
This is LA day. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
LA
this
day. Yeah.
this is LA Day. Yes, yes, sir. But yeah, for future segments, man, because I do want to talk about Caitlin Clark later. And we're gonna get into the whole hard knocks because you know the Bears is gonna host it this year, so I'm kind of getting excited for that. As a matter of fact, I got my TV finally installed.
Yeah, Carl was telling me, he said, he was like, it's going to be up in a few days.
Yeah, I finally got it, man. So yeah, shit. Tonight, me and the missus go watch Game of Thrones on it tonight. So
All right,
yeah,
all
we'll have
right.
ourselves like a little
But
date
yeah,
night
we going
here.
to, with them, like I said, I get over there, we can do some podcasts and stuff. Everything getting together, but we definitely, the portal is always on. So check us out, catch again, and check us out, man. For anybody that's listening out there, for real.
All right, man. That's it for the Sports Portal, man. Hey, you have yourself a good weekend, man. And yeah, we'll definitely get back together real soon.
You know it. All right, well, I'll catch up with you.
All right, man.
All
See
right.
ya.